Stanford University, a bastion of academia and the alma mater of some of college football's most legendary figures, Elway, Luck, Sherman, and McCaffrey. And today, the Stanford Cardinal will try to live up to that legacy. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on another team from the ACC, the Stanford Cardinal. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And he's coming out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. So the Stanford Cardinal offense will take the field for the first possession of the day. And as the game evolves into an aerial circus, sometimes you find a superstar running back like this guy.
And when you got this guy, you ride this guy. You give him the ball, you run the football, you find ways to continue to feed him because he just gets stronger and better as the game goes on.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, the linebacker's showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
Using his legs, it's 4. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. So the Miami Hurricane offense takes the field, and they'll have their first possession. Typically, the last thing a defense wants is to have a backer on a wide receiver, but we may see some of that today, guys.
Typically, you don't see linebackers that can run like this guy, and that's why they feel okay letting him cover this dynamic wide receiver one-on-one.
Yeah, and feel okay, it's not going to be a good thing. You better get your hands on him early. Put your physicality, let that win. It ain't going to be your speed.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. Anderson wants to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Pulls it in inside the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Hurricane.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Pulled and fired complete. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. He's going to pass. Makes his connection. At the 45 on his way. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
After ripping off a big chunk of yardage, you figure they're going to go right back after him. 1st and 10 from the 31. They'll leave it with him. They get him stopped at the 26, but boy, that was an attitude run. A pickup of 6. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 6-yard pickup on 1st down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
They'll run play action. Got his man quickly. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. Stanford gets set to snap it on 1st down. From the red zone, looking for a man. Makes the catch. And he will score. Touchdown, Stanford.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet, everything you're picking.
He'll take a deep shot here. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, the defender got his hand on that one, tipped it up in the air, and offense, man, they're lucky that one wasn't picked.
3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long. He's going for a big play downfield. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Canes will call on their punt team. First one of the day is on its way, and he's been sort of scarce around here. Only called on one time in that loss last week. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop, and now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it.
Fires into traffic, picked off. Got some room to run. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. Anderson will throw. There were serious revolutions on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
And a nice play by the defense. 3rd and short, you're thinking run most of the time, but a really nice job playing tight on the wide receivers, playing the pass and giving no space for the offense.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Quick completion on the out route. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
On 2nd down, wants to throw it. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
This is a 3rd and long. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start.
Just can't lose focus like that. You got to know the snap count. Offense in an empty set. It's 3rd and long. Let's see if he's got enough juice in that arm. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Hurricanes line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Now on the return. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Nice play design on that one. You make it easy for your quarterback, too, because it's easy to see what's happening right in front of you. Over the middle of the field, you can see where defenders are dropping. You can see where the soft spots are in zone coverage. And just a really nice job by the QB locating his guy and making an accurate throw.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. Dumps it off in the flats. They make the stop, and that'll bring the first quarter to a close. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the 2nd. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. They'll try the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the...
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Cardinal! Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. The give to the back. Still running at the 40. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. While the Canes are known for big-time playmakers, tough physical running is part of it too.
Yeah, you got to be able to have a team that not just is about sizzle, and we've seen so many Miami teams about sizzle, but some substance with some physicality, the run game.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
After the strong run on second down, third down coming. Do they do it again? Anderson wants to throw. Gets it out fast. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
He's run out of bounds.